Hello, everybody. How are you? This is Uncle Bruce coming to you, talking to you about some fun things today. Kind of, sort of, maybe, okay? Juvenile, you picked a crazy one today, but let's go ahead, man. Let's go ahead. So, what is
Okay,
the
Bruce,
topic
how are you
today?
doing?
What is the topic today,
Yeah,
man?
yeah. Hi, everybody. The topic today is about rats and bugs around the world.
Rats and bugs.
Actually, uh, more about New York City in the case of rats and Paris when we are talking about bad bugs.
Okay, so I'll show the picture here of our selection of articles today. Okay, we have rat tour. Okay, rat tour
Yeah.
boom in rodent infested New York. And here's another one, basically the same title. I'm talking about the rats in New York. And then here's the one about Paris, talking about bed bugs. And you may have heard about this on the news recently, because this is becoming kind of crazy for people to talk about. So let's stop sharing here. So let's get into this now. Talking about rats in New York City. I think rats
Yeah.
exist. Rats exist everywhere. I have rats in my backyard. I live in a community where the houses are house to house to house to house, all together.
Uh-huh.
I don't live in an apartment building or a condo. Remember, a condo is an apartment that you own or that you are buying. And an apartment is where you rent. So it's basically the same. Apartment and a condo are same type of building, but in English, a condo is where you own or you are buying. I know that here we say condo is like residencial. Okay, that's gated community. So just a little tidbit, little clue about these words. But in New York, with a lot of buildings, like in Sao Paulo, there are a lot of rats. And so the rats can become out of control when they are not being controlled. And so in New York, they have rat tours. Okay, that's where you say, oh, I want to go on a tour to see the Empire State Building. I want to go see the World Trade Center Memorial. I want to go see the Statue of Liberty. And, oh, I want to see the rats too. Because there was a guy that started the whole thing. He did some videos for YouTube and TikTok. And so he said, hey, this is crazy, man. Look at this. And he started having live sessions in TikTok. And people would say, wow, man, that's weird. Look at all those rats. And he would do like a 1 hour, like we're doing here, a recording of our conversation, talking about topics. He had sessions that were live about New York rats. So that's how crazy it is. They have rat tours. People go take pictures of the rats and show their friends. Yeah, man, this is New York. Look, the rats.
It's crazy, totally crazy. I saw a video about this, and the rat was like, the Garfield, the cat.
I have
so
seen
fat,
I have seen some big
big
rats. I have seen a big rat like that in Detroit, Michigan. I saw a rat as big as a cat. I said, what? It was like early in the morning, like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. I was returning home and I saw this animal going across. I said, wow, that's a cat. But it was going slow, not like a cat. Cats go fast, okay?
Exactly.
And then I saw, when I got closer, I said, man, that's a rat. Big, big animal. Like a big, almost like a medium-sized cat. Not a small cat, but a medium-sized cat. It's like, wow, man. So they have these rat tours in New York, and people say, hey, I want to go. Where are you going? Okay, then they say, okay, meet me at this intersection on 5th and Main Street in New York City. I'll be there on Broadway. But I think there's in specific places that the rats have really become infestatious. And so the mayor has a rat czar, like the ruler in Russia, czar. Okay.
Czar.
And basically that's like the chief, the person that is running the program. Sometimes in English we use the word czar. So they have a rat czar in New York City. to be in control of trying to resolve the problem of rat infestation. And so, hey, whatever you got to do it. Let's get this rat increase out of our city. You know, the rats will always be there. They're in the sewer system, especially. But the rats have lots of places to go, to hide, to live, to reproduce. And so we're never going to get rid of them. But
yeah, it's totally crazy.
Yep.
Totally crazy. And what caught my attention is that it seems that the infestation gets so, gets so big during the pandemic.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I don't know what is the
connection.
The connection.
Well, here. We can speculate. We can consider many things. During the pandemic, there were less restaurants in operation, but maybe not so much in New York because people were still eating out, trying to eat out. They would maybe get takeout. They would buy takeout. But like now in Sao Paulo and New York, there's a lot of delivery service with bikes, motorcycles, cars. So that increased a lot the takeout food for restaurants. But during the pandemic, it was a little bit hard to get everything started, to understand how do we do this. But now it's understood how they can operate. During a pandemic, during a difficult moment, they know how to do it. They know.
Yeah, could be.
But one thing that came to my attention is that they said, okay, how do we keep our area from having rats, more and more rats? One is to elevate your trash. In my area, I don't know about your area, Juvenal, but in my area, we have a little basket. It's a metal pole, a base or a post, and then it has a little basket for you to put your trash bags inside of, or on top of, actually. And so we have that on our street with some people. Not everybody has it. Some people put the bag on the ground. And then the rats can get into the bag. They just go into the bag. It's just plastic.
Exactly.
So in New York, normally in the United States, we have big plastic containers. Do you know what I'm talking about, the plastic containers?
Yeah, I think we have this containers here in my condo.
Okay.
Because I live in an apartment in a condo. Okay, so there are some containers that is addressed to attend all neighborhoods here.
I'm going to share my screen again real quick and just show you what I'm referring to here. Is this type of...
Yeah.
I didn't mean to open that. Sorry, guys. But this type of container here, and this is more for commercial, like for restaurants. They have these types of containers. Yeah. I think it's still possible for a rat to get inside here somehow, some way, but it's less probable that they'll get in there. And this is what we use for residential, are these types of containers. And this is more or less for like parks and places like that. They have these, which are color-coded based on the type of trash, whether it's aluminum cans or tin cans or plastic bottles like Coca-Cola bottles or Guaraná bottles, which are plastic. That kind of separates the types of trash. But this, in the United States, we have 2 or 3 different colors also. We have one for the regular trash, one for your yard trash, like for grass. We say grass clippings. It's the grass that you cut, or for branches, or for plants. We have another one. It's green. Then we have one that's blue, and that's for plastic and metal. And I think there may be even another one. Maybe you put the cardboard, paper, only paper in the other one. So in the United States, in many cities, we have these trash cans. And that's what they are saying people should use in New York. Because some people don't. They just put their trash on the ground. But with this problem, you can't. The rats will get in there easily. And there are not enough. Listen, on the streets in the United States, if a person sees a cat that is not with an owner or a dog without an owner, they call the Pet Society. Remember, we talked about that in the past.
Yeah.
They call the Humane Society. They call the animal catcher, and the catcher comes out and gets that cat or dog. So there are not cats to kill the rats in New York City. The rats are uncontrolled. There are no cats controlling the rats. No.
Yeah.
So the people
crazy.
need to control the rats by having better practices about putting the trash in the proper place, elevating the trash. So that's how I do it
the problem.
In my area, I elevate.
Yeah, that's the problem, because when you count with good sense, it's terrible, man, because no one, nor everybody has this kind of habit or mindset. So,
yes. So, I mean, we have to do something. I mean, this is a big city. It's a tourist city. So the mayor has assigned and directed for one person to be the main person. That's a woman, I believe. I don't remember her name, but she's the rat czar. And so there's poisons. There are rat traps. Okay. I've seen some rat traps where they have some food and the rat goes for the food and they go whoop inside of a bottle. Like the big water bottles we have for like 20 liters of water. They go inside this tube inside that bottle and they can't get out, man. And you get about 20, 30, 40 rats inside one bottle because they sense the smell of the food and they follow the other rats. They follow the other rats inside, boop, 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 all inside this bottle. And then they just take the bottle and but they probably drown the rats. They kill them by water, drowning them.
Yeah.
You know, it's the reality. We have to control the animals, so we kill the animals that are rodents. Okay? They are not animals that are pets for us. Some people have pet rats, though. We talked about that a little bit.
I don't know if our listeners will remember the story of Hamelin flute player. Do you know this story? I used to read that because I like it a lot. Fairy tales.
Yep.
And this one was very interesting because it's about that, the infestation of rats in a city. And the king at the time hired a guy that played flute to enchant the rats and lead them out of the city.
Yes, he led them out of the city, and so the city was free of the rats. Well, that doesn't exist. That doesn't exist in New York. They have to take other measures. Other measures to control the rats. So there's poison. There's things that we can do by elevating the trash. Use trash containers. I mean, but it's sad. They have rat tours.
Exactly.
That's crazy, man. Crazy.
Yeah.
So
and the other topic was very interesting for me because it's about bed bugs in Paris, another infestation. So in this case, is very crazy because Paris will be the host of Olympic Games next year. So
many people in the hotels, Airbnb, everything. But the bed bugs are in many places. And as I read the article, it talked about the bed bugs love mattresses, and they like to go in between the mattresses. They like cloth material. They don't like tile floors. They don't like the tile floors normally in bathrooms. And so they indicated that we could put our bags inside the bathroom where the tile floors are, because the bed bugs don't like that so much. But there are many things like the bed bugs. You can see them. You can see the bed bugs. And so I'm going to share my screen again real quick just to show the bed bugs. Here. Where are they at? Let's go to bed bugs here in Paris. No, I found it here. Bed bugs is in this here. They're kind of small for sure. And they love to suck blood, but they are not contagious. Like if we get bit by a bed bug, we're not going to transmit a problem with another person. It doesn't give something that can be transmittable, like a disease. They don't transmit diseases. They just suck blood. Okay. And so, here's the picture of the rats. Okay, we're talking about rats, guys. We're not talking about mice. Mice are small. Mice are small. Rats are bigger. Look, here they are right here. He's guilty. Guilty as charged, man. But the bed bugs are a big problem in Paris. And yes, the Olympics are going there, man.
Exactly.
They have to get in control. I didn't read the article to find out if they had a bed bug czar in Paris, but I imagine they have somebody in charge of that.
Yeah, I think the French people, passed some hard times actually, because they had a huge strike a month ago that they stayed without the trash collect service for some days. Or
I was in Paris one
weeks.
time and that happened. I was in Paris one time and they were on strike. Like here in Sao Paulo right now, they have a strike for public transportation, and it's a mess. It's a big mess. So when you have a strike for the garbage collectors or the trash collectors, the trash man, it's terrible.
Exactly. And at this time, we recognize that how much we produce trash.
Yes. Do you know I give a tip to the garbage man every year? I give 50 reais to the garbage man to say, hey, guys, thank you. Because these guys come every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I don't care what holiday it is. If it's Christmas, they are coming to your house.
Exactly.
And yes, they probably get extra pay for coming on the holiday, but man, that's not good for you as a person to have no real good time with your family on a special holiday, Easter, Christmas, or any other holiday. It's like you need to go. This is your day, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You need to go to work. So if your family's having fun, you're not having so much fun. You're smelling all of our trash. So I give them some money to say thank you, guys. Thank you. It's one time a year that they get a little something extra. But I know they appreciate it. In fact, in our neighborhood, the trash man, beep, beep, beep. Okay, during Christmas time, they say, hey, it's time. If you want to give us a little money, we will appreciate it. Okay.
Yeah. They deserve it. They deserve it.
But the bed bugs, the people with the bed bug problem in Paris right now, I was just talking to my wife about going to Paris again to visit Paris. I love Paris. It's my favorite city in the world. But now, at this moment, no, I don't want to go.
And there is another thing that I read as well. This problem is happening at London also, underground.
Oh, the metro.
Yeah, because the seats are made of
a fabric.
Yeah, fabric.
And they're not plastic or something like that.
Exactly.
Probably not a good idea.
The bed bugs like this kind of material.
But they say that the bed bugs don't like isopropyl alcohol. The 70% alcohol.
Oh yeah?
That's what I read in the article.
I didn't know.
Yeah, they said when you go to a hotel, look at the mattress, look under the mattress, or look all around the bed, and maybe even just spray the alcohol. They don't like the alcohol. 70% alcohol. I think it's called isopropyl. Anyway, that alcohol that's stronger, 70% pure alcohol we use for cleaning. Use that as a spray, and the bed bugs will stay away. So they can use that on the trains and the metro for England because they went from Paris to England. Because they have the express train that goes between the two cities.
Exactly. So it's very interesting that this stuff are happening at the same time, different places, and all of them is about infestation of some animals or insects, and of course there are other stuff like the huge dry.
Huge what?
Or the weather change.
Oh yeah. Global weather change.
I don't know if all this stuff are connected. I don't know.
Well, I know that the rats have been before us and they're going to be after us. Okay, the rats are they're very powerful animals. And ants. Oh, I was going to tell you that I got bit by some fire ants. Do you know fire ants? It's
fire ants.
Formiga Fogo, I think.
Okay.
Dude, I got bit by I don't know how many, probably around 30 or 40 different ants, maybe not, about 30. 30 fire ants bit my body. I don't want to show you. It's ugly, man. I got red marks all over my body. After 2 weeks, I still have the marks. So they're going away. I was in the water a lot, because I went on a little vacation to Natal. And I was in the water in the ocean. I was in the water in the pool, had a little vacation. So during that time, my body healed itself by the water, being over my skin. And so those fire ants, man, there's some danger. I didn't feel it. I didn't feel anything until I started looking at my body when I was taking a shower. I said, whoa, man. I didn't have a shirt on because it was hot. I didn't use a shirt, but that was stupid, man. I won't do that again. I learned the hard way on that one. Don't want to do that again because those fire ants, they bite your skin and then it becomes like a little water underneath. It's like a venom and it causes like a little water pus underneath the skin. So it was not fun to go through that. They did not hurt, but when it has the water there, it's not cool. They can, if you scratch it, you can cause a lot of problems. And I was very careful not to scratch. But the bed bugs, I don't know. They said there is a telltale sign. You know this expression? Telltale sign, which means that it's an indication of the bed bugs. They come in threes. Like,
okay.
And so when they bite you, it leaves 3 marks normally together. I don't know why, but that's how they work. That's how they operate. And so the bed bugs, you can see that it's not just an insect bite from something or a spider or something like that. No, it's bed bugs when you have 3 together. It's kind of weird, man.
Yeah, very weird.
So, and they say with the bed bugs, they don't like the alcohol. They said don't put your bags on the floor. They say elevate your bags on top of a dresser. Okay, don't leave them on the floor with connection to the floor because the bed bugs will go to the bag, get inside your bag, and then you can take them home after your vacation. But they say hot water will kill them. Like when you wash your clothing after your vacation in a place where they had them, wash with hot water. So that'll help. Not fun, man.
Totally crazy.
Okay, we have some words that represent these pests. These are pests. These are rodents. They're vermin, varmints. Okay, we have different words that represent this type of creature that are creatures that we really don't want it around us. Okay, rats, mice. What else you have? Termites. Okay, coupine. Not good creatures to be around. So in my house I have termites, coupine, because my wife we live in an older house. My wife has had this house for a long time, and so we have a lot of wood wood in our house. And so the wood, I can see a little trace of the little pieces of wood that the termites eating. Okay, it's like okay, let me find you, and I find them. I use a magnifying glass. Here's my magnifying glass. where is he at? Okay. And I find the hole for the termite, and I use a spray, and it has a little needle, and the needle goes into the hole, and normally it kills the termite. Normally I don't have a problem after that in that place. So man, pests can be a big problem. A big problem in our homes and our lives.
It is a lot of work to identify where they are and
yes,
to kill them. So man, very annoying.
Very, very, very.
Yeah.
So I'm not planning the trip to Paris at this time. Okay, I said maybe another time. And I didn't realize that the Olympics are going to be there next year. So yeah, that's another reason not to go.
It's a big problem. Big
but
problem.
Italy sounds good. Italy sounds like a good place to visit.
Yeah, for sure.
They have good wine there, don't you know?
Yeah, good wine. Good wine. I had the chance. I had the opportunity, the chance to visit Italy a couple years ago. Man,
nice.
It's great.
Where did you go? Which cities?
Actually, I visited the north of Italy.
Oh, Milan.
So yeah, Milan, Venice. Rome, Venice, and
nice.
Firenze.
That's a place I really don't know well. I think I was there, but only for some hours. But my wife said, "Oh, she loves Florence." In English, we say Florence.
Florence.
Florence. She said it's so much art. I mean, there is everywhere in Italy. There's lots of art, but we really enjoyed. We found a like a posada, a bed and breakfast in Livorno. Livorno, and our door opened to the Mediterranean Sea. It was so cool, man. So nice in Livorno. And at night, I could see the lightning from a storm out in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea. It was so beautiful. All the sky is black, but then you can see the lightning from the storm in that area. I don't know how far away it was, but probably around 50 kilometers, man. Because you could see the whole distance across. So it was a long distance. I couldn't hear anything like thunder associated with the storm. I didn't hear anything, but I could see the lightning. It's like, wow, man, that's so cool. I remember that.
Yeah.
Very nice. So I look forward to going back to Italy, but I don't want to go to find bed bugs and rats. No way, man. That's terrible.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I recommend to go to Italy, and I don't know Paris or France. I haven't I have not been there before.
You need to go to I think Paris, I think it's just I think it's the best city in the world for me. Okay.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I love all the art that I see there. I like to go walking around, seeing the museums, seeing the different architecture and everything. It's my favorite. But Rome is very nice. I need to visit Rome again. I was only one time for about 2 days in Rome, and I need to go for about 3 days and see more. I went to the Vatican and things. So traveling is something I really enjoy, and I want to do more of.
For sure.
So look forward to that.
Yeah.
So we're going to say goodbye for tonight. We've got about another minute or so, but we hope that you enjoy what we're doing with you guys, bringing some different topics, different discussion. You can listen to us as a podcast, looking to go into this link and just listen to us on your radio with your link for your phone system. So we hope that you enjoy what we do. We look forward to giving you more opportunities to listen to things in English and to think about things in English. That's the purpose, is to give you some topics to talk about or to listen to, so you can start to integrate more ideas into your vocabulary. And of course, we use a few words in Portuguese to associate our ideas, but we try to use only English as much as possible. But sometimes something is easy to associate, like the word rat, ratinho. So we'll see you guys next time. This is Uncle Bruce saying goodbye, and
bye everybody. See you next week, next Tuesday.
Okay. Take care. Bye.
Take care.